After the rooftop dinner, nothing officially changed. And yet, everything did. Lagos continued its usual chaos. Traffic refused to obey reason. Horns filled the air like an unfinished argument. Street vendors still moved between cars like they owned the roads. But inside that chaos, Adeze's world had quietly shifted. It started with messages. Every morning. Every night. Sometimes random. Sometimes unnecessary. Sometimes just one word. You? And somehow, that was enough to start an entire conversation. David had a way of showing up in her day without warning. Sometimes physically. Sometimes emotionally. Sometimes both. And Adaeze slowly realized something she didn't plan for. She was beginning to look forward to him. Saturday morning arrived gently. Not loud. Not rushed. Just soft light slipping into Adeze's apartment. She hadn't even finished thinking about what to do with the day when her phone rang. She already knew. David. She smiled before answering. Don't tell me you're downstairs again. A soft laugh came through. I would never repeat patterns like that. That is exactly what someone repeating patterns would say. Silence. Then. I'm downstairs. Adaeze shook her head. I knew it. You always know. That's not true. It is. She paused. Give me 5 minutes. I'll time you. You always time me. I know. She ended the call. And stood there for a second. Smiling again. It was becoming a habit. A dangerous one. 5 minutes later. She stepped out. David was already waiting. Leaning casually against the black Bugatti. Dressed simply. White shirt. Dark trousers. No tie. No suit. Still somehow impossible to ignore. He looked up immediately. And smiled. You're improving. Improving at what? Getting ready faster. She frowned. I don't take instructions from you. You just followed one. I didn't. You did. She opened her mouth. Then stopped. Because he was right. And that was annoying. He opened the car door for her. As always. She hesitated. You know I can open doors myself. I know. Then why do you keep doing it? David paused. For consistency. That makes no sense. It makes perfect sense to me. She sat inside. Still shaking her head. Your logic is dangerous. So is yours. My logic is perfect. That's the most dangerous one. The Bugatti moved smoothly into Lagos traffic. This time, there was no awkward silence. Only familiarity. Comfort. Like something that had existed longer than it should have. Adaeze rested her elbow by the window. So where are we going? I don't know yet. She turned. You don't know? I wanted to see where the day takes us. That sounds irresponsible. It sounds free. She studied him. You don't do free. I'm trying. Since when? Since you started answering my calls. She smiled despite herself. That's not an answer. It is the only one I have. They stopped at a quiet café, hidden between 2 buildings. The kind of place people don't find unless someone shows them. Warm. Soft. Unbothered by Lagos noise. The owner recognized David immediately. You again. David nodded. And her? The man looked at Adaeze. Then smiled knowingly. I see. Adaeze sighed. Please don't. The man laughed and walked away. David pulled out her chair. She sat. You planned this place too? No. You're lying. I didn't plan it. You just knew it existed. Yes. That's planning. That's awareness. Adaeze leaned back. You are impossible. And yet you are here. She paused. That one landed differently. Coffee arrived. Steam rose between them. Neither touched it immediately. Outside. Life continued. Inside. Something quieter was forming. David finally spoke. You've been quiet today. I'm thinking. About what? She looked at him. Then away. Then back again. About us. That word changed the air slightly. David didn't interrupt. He never interrupted moments like that. She continued. We've been spending a lot of time together. Yes. And it doesn't feel accidental anymore. It isn't. She narrowed her eyes. You're agreeing too fast. I've had more time to think about it. She leaned forward slightly. Think about what exactly? David exhaled slowly, then met her eyes. I stopped pretending I don't know what this is. Silence. Adaeze waited. He continued. I just didn't want to rush you into naming it. Her voice softened. And what is it? David didn't smile this time. I think you already know. She looked down at her coffee, then whispered. So, what are we? The question stayed between them. Heavy. Honest. Real. David reached for her hand. Not suddenly. Not forcefully. Just slowly. Like he had done it before in his mind many times. I thought we already were something. Adaeze didn't pull away. That was answer enough. He continued. I've been yours for a while now. She looked up sharply. That's not an answer. It is. You're just saying it like it's obvious. It is to me. Her lips parted slightly. She didn't speak. So he finished it gently. If you want it formal. A pause. I'm your boyfriend. Adaeze stared at him, then laughed softly. That is the most arrogant relationship proposal I've ever heard. I didn't propose. You did. I declared. You declared. Yes. She shook her head. But she was smiling now. Not confused anymore. Just accepting. Slowly. Hours passed. They walked, talked, laughed, argued over books again. Stopped at a bookstore where David somehow knew exactly which aisle she would drift toward first. Adaeze noticed something. He wasn't trying to impress her. He was simply present. And that felt more intimate than anything else. Evening approached quietly. Legos turning gold at the edges. David stopped walking. Adaeze noticed. What is it? He hesitated. Just for a moment. Then said it. My mother knows about you. Adaeze blinked. Your mother? Yes. How? I told her. When? After the rooftop dinner. She stared at him. You told her immediately? I didn't see the point in hiding it. Adaeze crossed her arms. And what did she say? David smiled slightly. She wants to meet the woman who makes me answer my phone faster than my business partners. Adaeze froze. I don't know if that's flattering or terrifying. It's both. A pause. Then, would you have dinner with my family next weekend? The question was simple. But everything after it would change. Adaeze looked at him for a long time. The noise of Legos faded. Even the traffic felt distant. Then she whispered. Okay. David didn't react loudly. He simply exhaled. Like he had been holding that breath for a long time. And finally, letting it go.